Today is Wednesday, March 28th, 2018. This is a special board meeting of the members of the New York State Liquor Authority. Present in Albany are Chairman Bradley, Commissioner Ford, myself, Deputy Counsel Ogden. In New York is Margarita Marsico, Associate General Counsel. And we have two matters on today's agenda. Both are from counsel's office, and both are proposed emergency summary orders of suspension. The first item is 00542E, Queens OP 1298000, Mika Lounge, Inc.
Good morning, members. Counsel's office is requesting you summarily suspend this license. The members issued this license in November of 2016. I actually believe I was sitting here as a counsel to the members, and I recall that the members specifically asked questions of this licensee principal, advising her that this place was a problematic location, that the prior license had been either canceled or revoked. I can't recall which. And she had represented to the members that she was going to closely manage this location. The members went out of their way to restrict the hours just to see, to hold her to what she was saying. She presented herself as a person that was going to be responsible and change the way this place was run. Well, unfortunately, she has not changed the way things are run. The police have told us that since in 2017, they have called over the Sprint system 137 directed patrol calls, which means every time they go there to monitor what's going on, they tell a police operator they're going. So this premises is an absolute drain on their resources. She is absolutely disregarding every time restriction you imposed on her. If you see from the incidents that are summarized in the memo, most of these incidents occurred during a time when she was not even supposed to be open. On March 12, 2018, that's the most recent incident, which is obviously the most serious because it was a shooting. That incident happened at 4 in the morning. She told the members she was not going to be using promoters. She is using promoters. The police believe that, in fact, the shooter, the person who was shooting in the air, was a promoter at the event. A social media search that was done by the police department also confirms that they're using a third-party company, one identified as Meech and Friends, to promote events at their premise. So she's failing to conform with that. Prior to March 12th, there was also a follow-up inspection because of the shooting between the SLA and the police department where they found numerous safety violations. Many of these safety violations were repeat violations. She had 6 months to correct violations that were found on September 1st, 2017, that she was issued summonses for. Not only did she fail to correct the violations, she failed to show up to criminal court to address those matters. So she was actually arrested on March 17th because she had outstanding arrest warrants because she had not even bothered to go to criminal court. She doesn't care about criminal court. She doesn't care about the police. The police have asked her for videos regarding the shooting and the stabbing. She has failed to produce the videos. When she's forced to produce the videos, the police advise us that the videos are not usable because they have been tampered with. So because of what she's done to this evidence, the SLA and the police department may never know exactly what was going on inside the premise. I think everything else speaks for itself in the memo, but she's a danger. The way she's operating this is a danger to the safety and welfare of the police, the patrons, and the nearby residents. So we're requesting that you summarily suspend this license.
Counsel, when did you say, I'm sorry, at the very top, you said, when was this place licensed?
The license was issued November 15th of 2016.
What were the hour restrictions we put on it, if you know?
Yes. The board said Tuesday to Wednesday close at 1 in the morning, Thursday to Sunday close at 3 in the morning. No live music, no promoters. Must continuously employ licensed security guard company.
Do you know if they were employing a security company, in fact, if they were or not?
I do believe that they were employing a security guard company. But
it sounds like they were doing a good job.
Yeah, not a very good job. If the promoter is shooting at people, they're not doing a very good job.
And how many, you said there were directed patrols. Do we know how many calls to the police there were, 911 calls, over between 16 and 17? Or 17 and now, 2017 and now.
Right. I don't have a printout of all the calls, Chairman.
But you said there was 107 directed patrols over a 1-year period?
Yeah, 137, which means every time the police called over the fact that they were going there to babysit this place, they went there 137 separate times to monitor what's going on.
And some of the incidents clearly occurred after 3 a.m.
Yes. And she's uncooperative with the precinct, absolutely uncooperative. And also when SO investigator Stravali went on inspections, she also failed to open the door to the office, so he couldn't inspect the office.
And I see that the violations found on March 17th of this year are almost identical to the violations found on September 1st of 2017.
Yeah, it looks like the only change was they didn't find fireworks on March 17th, but other than that, it seems like she committed the same violations again.
Or never corrected them.
Yeah, or just.
Which many of these are safety, serious safety violations such as lighting, fire extinguishers, junction boxes, switch box covers, electric wiring, stuff that really could cause significant damage if something went wrong.
Yeah, unsecured compressed gas tanks, failure to maintain means of egress, curtains placed over an exit door, which is especially dangerous, no flame-proofing affidavits.
All right, I'll vote to summarily suspend. I think it's obvious that she's, one, disregarded every stipulation that we've put on this place, and two, that she has a complete disregard for the public welfare and safety of the community.
And I'll vote to suspend as well. Multiple gunshots fired in the place during times when the establishment wasn't even supposed to be open in some cases. What did you say, 137 directed police patrol calls there, so it's a focal point for police attention, using a promoter against their method of operation, safety violations, just too numerous to go over at this point. The principal was arrested, which I would think is also a change in circumstances that will be dealt with at some point, and they've been uncooperative with the police department. So I vote to suspend as well.
Okay. The next item is 00542F. It's Suffolk OP 1303433, 54 Main, USA, Inc.
Yes, members, this location is located in Riverhead, New York. The members just issued this license on September 18, 2017. This was supposed to be operating as a restaurant serving Chinese food at the premise. Since this restaurant is located in a residential area, since the license was issued, the police have received at least 6 911 calls to the premises. None of the 911 calls were from the licensee. The incidents involved usually fighting in the nearby parking lot in the early morning hours. The licensee principal, it's a female. She apparently is availing the license to her partner. His name is Hong Lu. He's a convicted felon. She's not prohibited from allowing a convicted felon to help her manage a restaurant, but it goes further than that. He's actually in control of the bank account, so she's availing the license to this person. Not only is he uncooperative with the police, she is also uncooperative with the police. During one incident, I believe on March 16th, she actually shut the door and locked the door on the police and would not allow them in. They actually tried calling afterwards, and they would not answer the phone. There were patrons who had left coats inside. They couldn't even retrieve their coats. She absolutely locked the police out. So she is another person who's absolutely uncooperative. Not only is she uncooperative, she's not calling 911. She's not protecting her patrons, and she's also availing a license to this other person that we have not vetted. And the police department indicates that the restaurant's not actually serving food on the premise anymore. It's just takeout. So I don't know exactly what these people are doing inside, but they're not eating food, which is the purpose of a restaurant.
I see the police were called 6 times since November of 2017 to the location. What is going on at the location? Are they running a club? Is there DJs? Why are all these people in there?
That's I don't know, Chairman. I'd have to have. I didn't speak directly with the police, but that's an interesting question because according to the police, it's not. They're not serving food there. So.
And also, on January 20th and the 15th, they said that a fight or whatever, altercation began inside and then continued outside. How do we know that?
I believe one of the patrons may have told one of the first responders that something happened inside. I think it was a female, said
Okay.
something happened inside, and then it wound up outside.
Is Mr. Liu on the application as a manager?
No,
No.
But he is signing checks for the place.
he's on the bank account, yes.
And so we don't know whether they're using promoters, DJs, what's going on. We have no idea at this point.
No, I mean, all we know is that they're, violating fire code and safety rules from the inspection of Investigator Stravali on March 19th.
What else did he find in that inspection?
He found that they're purchasing unauthorized purchase of alcohol, that they're using an unauthorized trade name. They're failing to conform because he found out that it's not a takeout restaurant, not a full-fledged restaurant. There's an unauthorized alteration. They're warehousing alcohol without a permit. They failed to permit inspection. They would not allow them into a room. There were defective emergency lights, unmaintained fire extinguishers, and there were other fire and safety violations and health code violations.
Okay.
I'm going to vote to summarily suspend this license. Obviously, there's a veiling going on. I won't say obviously, I'll say apparently there is. They've been uncooperative with police, locked them out, unauthorized alterations, unauthorized purchase of alcohol, 20 health and safety violations that they were cited for. I'm not sure what is going on in this place, but it definitely appears they are not just a restaurant as we thought they would be. So I vote to suspend.
Yeah, I vote to suspend as well. The method of operation indicates they're supposed to be a restaurant. It's apparent that they're not even serving food at the location anymore. It's only takeout. We don't know what's going on inside because the owner, would not let the police in. But it's obvious that there is either a club atmosphere inside or something that is bringing people that are then getting into altercations. It's apparent that there's not enough security and it's a danger to the public safety and welfare. So I'll vote to summarily suspend.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't have any other items on the